let's say you're an engineering firm and you've come up with an amazing new product for architects. And so you want to reach a lot of architects with this fancy new product, but architects don't search for it because it's never existed before. It's new.
Yeah.
And so do architects even search for the problem that they have, or do they think they know how to solve it, or they don't even know to look for that? This is a real challenge, right? That's a marketing conundrum that search cannot solve. And Facebook ads or Instagram or something like that are going to be extraordinarily expensive because there's tons and tons of people bidding to be in front of that audience anyway. So what you really want to do is you want to find out, okay, maybe there are podcasts that architects listen to on a regular basis. Maybe there's trade journals that they read and follow and visit. Maybe there's social accounts that are popular in the architectural world. Maybe there's websites that are like really well known to them. Maybe there's an event series that I could participate in, or like a hashtag that they use weekly on Instagram and Twitter that I could, amplify my product to there. That would be awesome if only you knew those things. And unfortunately, the classic market research process for this is surveys and interviews, which are terrible at revealing sources of influence. Because if you ask an architect, hey, tell me about some podcasts you listen to, they'll be like, oh yeah, this murder mystery one.
Yeah.
I know. Like what about in architecture world? Yeah, I've heard of this one or two. All right, well, what percent has really reached those? How many people do we need to interview and survey to get that? It's going to be very difficult to get that kind of data, especially at scale with any statistical significance. And so Casey and I, my co-founder and I, had this idea like, wait a minute, people already on their public, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, Pinterest, YouTube, like they have all these accounts. Many of them will say, I'm an X, right? So thousands and thousands of people online are like, oh, I'm an architect at this firm. Great. What if we could crawl that public profile just like Google does, and then look at all the things that they publicly share and link to and follow and amplify and talk about,